Yeah, what was it called? Let me see. Big MMO being canceled. I don't know why I typed it all in caps, but Amazon's big MMO that started. What is it like? Ashes of Creation. Yeah. Ashes of Creation. You know what's crazy? I just saw this game come out on Steam, bro. Hold on. Let me pull it up on Steam because I think it came out for like 40 bucks. Ashes, whoops. Ashes of Creation. $50, bro. Mostly negative. Oh, boy. Yeah, so here it is. Ashes of Creation is an old school take on the modern MMORPG set in a living, reactive world. So, Intrepid Studios. PVX? What is PVX? Open world sandbox. Players will build cities, forge empires, and lay siege to foes. What in the world? Oh, that's an elf. Orc. Looks like Skyrim a little bit, like with the character models. Like if Skyrim is a little bit more updated, I guess. So what's going on here? Big Mama's house. Is that what I typed? I read someplace they sold $250,000 beta slash early access or something. People paid like $150 for like alpha and pre-alpha. What? No way. Now I want to play Skyrim. I do not want to play Skyrim. Okay, so all right, let's see what's going on here. We'll be shutting down soon. Purchase the game right now might be a bad idea. Game came out on Steam in alpha phase after 8 years of development, mind you, with a promise to be finished in 2 years, hopefully. The game was full of game-breaking bugs and just wasn't looking like someone worked on it for 8 years. Just 1 month after the Steam launch, to have the CEO and creative director Steven Sharif resign from the company, and writing a response that the board of directors overruled him in the company. The known board of directors are Steven Sharif and his significant other and other family member. Supposedly there are others who invested big money into the company, but unknown. The thing smells like a scam and probably is. The sure thing is that it will impact the indie MMO market in a bad way, as many people that believed in the project are left with broken hope for the project and the genre. Wait, this is unreal. Scammers putting a game on Steam to prevent Kickstarter refund just to shut it down. What? Wait, really? As a scan and subsequent rug pull and to request a refund. Duke Nukem. Bro, I love Duke Nukem. Wait, is that what happened to Duke Nukem? Game does not exist. Biggest rug pulls I've seen in MMO history. Damn. People are pissed, dude. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Ashes of Creation. Let's see what's going on. All right, well, here's their official Twitter. So, Vera is still growing, and we know the road hasn't been easy. We shared a director's letter addressing concerns around RMT bots, PvP bugs, and performance, plus what's ahead. Our next development update, I thought it was shutting down. Sometimes you have to make hard decisions, such as leaving your friend behind so you can run off with the sweet loot. You would never... Oh, they ran with the sweet loot, all right. If they're shutting down, they did that rug pull. They got some sweet loot, huh? Would be really nice if killing bosses and mobs was more rewarding. Okay, let's see. Well, let's read this. Maybe this has some context here. Oh, development hell. I see. The concerns we hear most clearly include the impact. No. Hold on. Let's just do Control F. Shut down. Closing. Okay, where? What? They haven't said anything? New Ashes of Creation is shutting down. Oh, this was in Discord. All employees have been laid off from developer Intrepid Studios, with founder Steven Sharif also resigning. That isn't refunding all its players, but got out of some specific clause. I don't know. I mean, people on Steam are saying, like, you can request a refund here on Steam, obviously. They can't stop that. But apparently they put the game on Kickstarter. Like this guy was saying here, somewhere here. Hold on. Yeah. Where was it? Right here. Putting game on Steam to prevent Kickstarter refund just to shut it down. So let's see here. Hold on. Kickstarter. Ashes of Creation. Okay. Let's see. No pay to win. High fantasy MMORPG. Rewards creator. 3 million in backing. Damn. Basic 1 month of game time? That's it? So for $25, you only get access to the game one time. Wait, is that right? Invite to close beta phase 2, 1 additional month of game time, 2 total? What? No way. 80, wait, what are these packages, bro? What? 10,000 doll hairs? Work with the devs to design wait, what? 5 additional closed beta keys, phase 1, 11 total. Additional invitational launch party in Las Vegas. 2 nights of accommodations provided at Wynn Resort. Invitation to dinner with the development team. Join a weekend-long gaming session, including a campaign of D&D/Pathfinder set in the Ashes of Creation World. GM by Steven Sharif. Tickets to PAX West, private VIP access to the Ashes of Creation booth, unique Avatar of the Phoenix forum badge, unique in-game character title, Avatar of the Phoenix. What? $2,500? What? 1,000? Yeah. Right here, 5 backers. And so they had 20 spots. 5 people paid 10 grand for this. 21 paid 5 grand. 58 paid 2,500. And 275 paid 1,000. 430 people paid $500. Brother, that's a console. That's not true anymore. Never mind. I was going to say that was a console, but that's not true anymore. Braver of Worlds, 746. Okay, I'm assuming most people paid for, let's see, 1,000 for the $143 version? Really? $750 for 135. 820 for $100. 1,000 for 92. 750, 85, 999, 880. 2,670 for the 50, 1,000 for the 45, 1,500 for the $40, and 2,420 for the $25. Nice, 420. Wow. I don't think I've ever looked at a game and went, yeah, I want to spend $10,000 on this. Pledged 3 million. Wow, this is crazy. And they basically rug pulled this 3 milli. It was getting flamed for a while. Yeah. Yeah, it did get officially canceled with P. I was checking it out. I was looking over here on Twitter too, like what's going on here. So let's read what Steven Sharif has said. I can make a limited statement in my personal capacity, not on behalf of the company, regarding the situation. Control of the company shifted away from me, and the board began directing actions that I could not ethically agree with or carry out. As a result, I chose to resign in protest rather than lend my name or authority to decisions I cannot ethically support. Following my resignation, much of the senior leadership team resigned. Following those departures, the board made the decision to issue WARN Act notices and proceeded with a mass layoff. What is the WARN Act? WARN Act. What is that? Right here. There it is. To warn employees about upcoming layoffs. Federal law that requires most employers to warn employees about upcoming layoffs. Okay. I cannot responsibly speak to further details at this time due to ongoing legal and governance matters. What I can say is that developers and staff acted in good faith and deserve better than the uncertainty they are facing now. I am incredibly dismayed by the situation. All right, now, if we remember, chat, there was this guy on Steam, all right? Where was he? Right here. No, that's not it. He said that the board, right here. So, resign from the company in writing response. Okay, the known board of directors are Steven Sharif, his significant other, and other family member. Okay, so let's verify this. Okay, that's my file system. Let's verify this. Ashes of Creation board members. Here we go. Let's see. If I had the money, I'd put 10K to be a character in Hitman. That'd be cool. It is still infuriating. Yeah, let's see. Steven Sharif and his husband, John Moore, are the only individuals listed as board members of Intrepid Studios in public California business filings as of December 30th, 2025. Okay. And when did he send this message? 8:54. It doesn't have a date. So this was January 31st. So about a month after, he says this, right? He says, control of the company shifted away from me, and the board began directing actions that I could not ethically agree with or carry out. So the board, according to the AI here that is pulling from these sources, Steven Sharif and his husband John Moore are the only individuals listed as board members of Intrepid Studios in public California business filings as of December 30th, 2025. So very recent. Very recent. This information comes from a corporation statement of information filled with the California Secretary of State, which lists the company's officers and directors. The document confirms Steven Sharif as the sole listed director, aligning with his statement that control of the company shifted away from him and the board made decisions he could not ethically support. Okay, so despite the official filing, the situation is complicated by conflicting claims. Reddit post, blah, 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 identifies Karen Boryeko, a former co-founder of the MLM company Venma, as the individual who now controls the company's debts, suggesting she may have been taking a controlling role. However, no public documents can confirm her as a board member, and her status remains speculative. The lack of transparency around the board's composition has fueled uncertainty about the... Okay, so this is interesting, because as I read this, right, with this information, let me click on this link here. So this comes from Reddit. Where's this guy pulling this information from? Has laid off all staff, shut down. Hold on, let me go back here. Oh, it opened in a new tab. Seriously, if you haven't seen it yet, linked above this post is the business filings that were filed just December 3rd. That show the board only had 2 members. Oh, wow. Yeah, so that's what I did read, Canadian. So that's why I'm verifying this, because this guy said, right here, hold on, resigned from the company and responded. Okay, the known board of directors are Steven Sharif, his significant other, and the family members and other family members. But according to California business filings, as of December 30th, 2025, which is sourced here from this person. Let me see. Control F. Business. Okay, hold on. Filing. Here we go. People on the Astrid Creation subreddit already found Intrepid's filing with the state of California for the list of board members. There are 2 members. Steven, the CEO, and his husband. This guy's so full of poop. Okay. So this guy, all this is showing to me is that this guy just straight up lied. And then he's like blaming it on his husband. Quality comment from the Ashes of Creation. But I've said it before, I'll say it again. Ashes is only for perma-virgin losers who enjoy griefing casual players for gain. It will be completely unfun for most people. Interesting. Wow, that is really unfortunate, because they pulled... Where's the Kickstarter? 3 milli on the Kickstarter alone. Now, you have to... How much is it on Steam? You have to take into account that this game is also $50 on Steam, right? And now how many people can't return this game because they've played it for more than 2 hours? It's an MMORPG. So that is insane. This is an insane amount of money to run off with. And a monthly sub. Wait, is it actually a monthly sub? Let me see. Read more, the description. Let me see. Does Ashes of Creation need a monthly sub? Oh, wow. Subscription only game with no box cost. Month is $14.99. Really? $14.99 starting from launch. Subscription fees do not apply to testing phases, including Alpha 1, Alpha 2, Early Access, Beta, and Beta 2. Subject to change. Wow. So, from the get-go, you're paying $65 off rip to be Rugpulled. What? It was free to play. Wait, this is Apocalypse. Is this different? Nah, go play RuneScape? Sure. True. This is insane. For sure, one of the... You guys remember... What was that game? What was that game? Not Days Gone. Not Days Gone. Zombies game that was a scam. I think it was 2024. The day before. Yes, the day before. This reminds me of that game. But maybe this actually had a good product. I don't know. Because if you guys don't remember, the day before, absolutely terrible product. Let's see if I can pull up some gameplay here. This is 6 minutes. Okay, here we go.
$4.5 million.
What?
Collected from people's hard-earned money 6 years
That's
later.
crazy. Hold on. I want to see some gameplay. I want to show you guys the gameplay that they were showing.
Second, but you guys have to be extra careful of any.
Hold on. What was it called again? The days before? The day before. Yeah. Go forward, please. Thank you.
$4.5 million collected
The
from
day
people's
before
hard-earned money 6
gameplay.
years
Yeah.
later.
This was insanely bad. Here we go. How they lied to
On
us.
December 2nd, even be a little generous. With
So
that in mind, hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on Game Ranks, we're talking about how the day before live
I don't think they were
was.
trying to follow
So,
through for sure.
There was a possibility.
So that this whole situation reminds me of this game, the day before. Horrible game. So yeah, this situation was hilarious to watch unfold. Paid for the unpaid volunteers. Oh yeah. There were people that like volunteered to work on, or like not volunteered, but like they were hired on and they never got paid or something. There was a lot of bad things that was surrounding this game. Way worse than what's happening with Ashes of Creation. But for some reason, this situation reminds me of that. It just feels like a rug pull. Sounds like they just wanted to run away with the money the way they released it to get out of the clause. Probably. Very, very wild situation. Very wild situation. And this is what happens, bro. This is why people don't want to play, like get into new games. I've never backed something on Kickstarter because I've heard too many issues with projects like this. I just have. It's not worth it to me.